Hi, this is Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. This is a battle on the Ghost Town map, and we're following Tallow-15 from Mihi clan. Tallow's been in our clan before and moved back to Mihi to try and help them improve. So, well done, Tallow. Right, this is actually a mission completion attempt for the medium tank 15, which is the for the Object 260. So let's have a quick look at the conditions. Is to see if we can get that to bring up. It's not showing it correctly there, but it's showing primary condition is to do 3,500 damage to tank destroyers. Secondary condition is to win the battle and to make 8 damaging shots to get honours. He's also got the Block 15 mission, which is completed, and he's just improving his result for the secondary conditions. Anyway, so he's moved up to this common position for medium tanks. He's in the STB-1, which is the Japanese Tier 10 Tech Tree medium tank. You've seen in previous battles, this has got suspension that allows you to get extra gun depression, so it's excellent on ridges like this. Anyway, so hasn't spotted anything yet. There was a T-55 on the corner of the Ghost Town. Not sure if he's sitting there and behind cover or if he's actually moving up into the hill area. It's quite common for medium tanks of both sides to contest the one line that Tallow's in. So he's sitting in a bush here, just being patient. He's got backup from a T-54, but that's basically it. So he doesn't really have a lot of support, but we'll see if he gets anything. Now, the A3, A4 hill area is commonplace for tank destroyers to be in, and he's just obviously this tank destroying town, the Object 268 version 4. He was just seeing whether he had a shot on the front track wheel, but that was went out of vision almost immediately that he saw it. So that's the T-55A. Now, obviously, still wants to do damage in the mission, and win it. So it's important to not focus on the mission target completely, or you'll get distracted and miss opportunities potentially. So you got spotted there, possibly by the T-55A itself, but it could also mean that there's another tank. Oh, there you go. There's T-10E4. So he's got premium rounds loaded, which are heat rounds. So if the E4 gives him enough of an opportunity, he should be able to do some damage to it. That E4 is pulled back down behind the ridge, so nothing showing there right now, but again, that's a tank destroyer, so that will, if he can damage that, that obviously helps him towards his target. And you can see the at tier 10 the tanks have got the 2,000 odd hit points there. So the T-55A's moved forward. Again, common tactic there for tanks to come and sit under your ridgeline to proxy spot you, so that if you do poke over, you're always auto lit. Now gets a shot into the standard B, who's appeared as well. So clearly there are enemy tanks there, but because that T-55A is by itself, they can basically jump on him and move it. But now the E4's come up, giving his side as well, which doesn't help in terms of his support. He's managed to snap a shot into the E4 and also the standard B, who's come back up again to be opportunistic. Tries to take a pixel shot there, doesn't come off. That 55A is going to be annoying in terms of proxy spotting, so you've got to be careful coming up over the ridge, because you'll be in sight as soon as you come up. Don't have to wait to be spotted again. So he's getting attention paid to him by the Conch GCs. That's the second time he's been splashed, so he's just trying to deal with that. His med kit's already in use, so he's on cooldown for that. Really, he's got to wait for the stun to go away. Luckily, he hasn't lost any crew members. He managed to block some damage there from the standard B. There's the E4 again, just poking. So his main air threat here is the 55A, but he manages to get over the ridge there and use his gun depression to get rid of the 55A. So even though he took some damage in return, that was probably a worthwhile trade. Still got nearly 1,400 hit points, so plenty enough to keep playing in the position he's in. So all comes down now to that E4. Will he give more opportunity to shoot. And by the way, you don't get anything from assisted damage, so just spotting the E4 and maybe having him hit by arty is not going to help you achieve the target. You have to do the damage total directly. So he puts a blind shot in there, hoping perhaps to get the standard B. I think the standard B was down to around 380 hit points, so potentially he could get rid of him fairly quickly. Yeah, I think after that initial flash of activity, they've lost their spotter on the enemy side, so those tanks might be pulling back. And again, this is what you've got to suss out. Will you see them moving as they move to another spot, or will they just be lying in wait for you to push up and set a sort of an ambush? So this Talo's asking the T-54 that's with him, is it safe to push? And the T-54 I don't think has really noticed that. So, oh no, there he's replied, so no, it doesn't think so. The T-54 himself looks like he's lost a fair bit of heat. So Talo puts in another blind shot there and gets spotted. Now, did he get spotted from the city? No, it doesn't look like it. So quite likely there was something in the bush or poking that he didn't spot. And he got lit there. So again, he's just got to be careful. Puts another blind shot in there. I mean, it's worth taking them, but yeah, definitely something is relatively close. So when he fires, he's losing his camo to the point that he gets spotted straight away. So just waits for these to go dark and pops up again, changes his spot of blind shots, puts another one in, no result there. Now the E4, that's the one he's damaged already, appears going into the city. So that tells him one more important piece of information. The standard B now is probably isolated, if the standard B in fact is the one that was spotting him, which is most likely. So now they've decided, yep, time to push up. So Nose has got the T-54 with him. Both have got relatively fast firing guns, although the T-54 is only a tier 9, but then so is the standard B. The only issue with the standard B is it's got the auto reloader, so it can pump out 3 rounds in, relatively fast time. Now he's come up to this ridge and the standard B is not there. The E4 is there and he's got him just in outline there. As you can see, he's from the behind the bushes, is completely obscuring himself from the E4, but he does take a round in from the T-54. Luckily there's no team damage there, so it didn't actually cost him any hit points. Now he gets spotted again. That means most likely that's where the standard B is pulled back to that spot. Puts a shot in and finally gets the kill. So blind shots have paid off there. So he's got rid of that particular threat. Now he's firing towards where the TDs normally are, and no spotting has occurred as part of that. So that means that at least they're not watching this particular side. So that gives him the confidence to move up. What he needs to do is move up quickly, get under the gun there. So potentially if you do get spotted on the way, they don't have enough gun depression unless they come fully out and push down the hill towards you, which obviously makes them a bit more vulnerable. So he's still basically trying to get to his condition. Now, he hasn't registered anything on the meter. It's a bit hard to tell. Maybe the mod pack is not working properly. Yeah, it's not. Could be in the replays this is not working properly, but yeah, we'll see how he goes at the end of the game. So there's a chieftain there. Chieftain gets destroyed, so his shot there didn't pay off. And he's got to be careful coming up here. Well, there he goes. So there's a Guerrilla 15. Gets one shot in. Guerrilla starts to react, but not enough. Maybe hasn't worked out where the damage is coming from, so he gets another shot in. Now he should be racking up the damage. Then the 4th shot, now the kill should be coming up. The Guerrilla 15, very slow to move its gun. It's not a great tank to use in a brawl, of course. So he's now got 3,749 damage. And there's another TD in front of him. So look, he's doing well here. Always got the Conk GC, whether he takes him out just for getting rid of the arty. But he's now getting hits into the Panzer 4, the Waffenträger Panzer 4, I should say. Now, so he would have got pretty much all of the 1,500 damage out of the Guerrilla 15, and the Waffenträger has got 1,600. So again, he should be getting very close to his total here. And there's the 4 again, The E4 doesn't know where he is. He's always got the rear, gets a good hit in there. So I'd say he's got a pretty good chance. So even though the mod is not showing it, we will check at the end, and the result should show us that he's achieved it. So there is now only 3 tanks left on the enemy side, the STB-1 and the Oisy 111, or there was a Oisy 111 1-4, the tier 9 heavy tank. There's no tank destroyers left, so he should have basically achieved his mission, but if he hadn't, then obviously there's no more shots left. But yeah, I'm pretty confident that's what he's done. So he gets spotted there, that's STB-1, puts a shot into the STB, which doesn't penetrate, and bounces a shot from the Centurion. So I think he's just pushing in here. He's got a very good damage target already, 5600, and he's found the 2 tanks there, so I'm not sure he's going to be basically 2-on-1 here. The Centurion 7-1 put some damage in. He's getting some spotting damage, but yeah, I think he's just getting basically gangbanged here. So will he get another damaging shot in? Yeah, gets a hit on the Centurion 7-1, takes him down to almost a 1-shot. Get one more on the STB? Yes, he does. Gets one more shot in, but gets killed by the STB-1. So they're basically still 1-shots. Down to 400 hit points left on the enemy side. So they should go down. The tanks are starting to converge. Taylor's just following them in. While they get rid of the Centurion 7-1 pushing in. He was a 1-shot as well, but the E4 is there. He fires and misses. It's not looking good. He might have reloaded by the time he gets back here. Will he push in? They don't have arty. Looks like their arty died, so yeah, they'll just have to basically do it. So the Guerrilla 15 is there, takes out the Centurion 7-1, and the E4 should get rid of this STB, who's just taking some cover behind a dead tank, and finally gets him down. So that's the end of the game, and I can confirm Tallow did get the MT-15 mission, so congratulations. Let's go and look at the results. So looking at the results, he got the Ace Tanker badge for the overall performance, the high caliber award for the top damage, which was made up of 7,207 damage. The game only showed around 6,800, so that was some of the blind shots that he got there. He did achieve the MT-15 mission, and that was made up of the Guerrilla 15 and the T-110E4 and the Waffenträger Panzer IV, so he got a total of 3,693 damage there, which exceeded the target of 3,500. 13-14 base experience topped the table there for his team in the game, and his total damage there was more than double the next person in the game there, so really standout performance there from Tallow. Some good play there from the Chieftain on the other side with just over 4,000 damage, so he would have been a little bit disappointed, but that's what happens. 35 shots fired, 22 connected, showing the number of blind shots fired, not all hit clearly. 20 of those that hit penetrated, which gave him his damage total. 2,000 assisted damage with his total damage gives him a total of over 9,200 in combined damage. Great result for tier 10. So well done, Tallow. Fantastic result.